Hello indie game fans! Post Steam sale, there are quite a number of interesting indie games to check out this week, which should hopefully snowball as we head into fall. Hope that your summer is going good so far. Well, as good as it can be given the circumstances, but the top 10 new indie games of the week begins with Neon Abyss. I've been looking forward to this game since last year, and it even made the thumbnail on my video on the best upcoming indie games of the year, and here we are. A run and gun roguelite platformer with a neon aesthetic, wield a large variety of guns, summon familiars and delve into the abyss. This does seem to be a mashup of Rogue Legacy, Enter the Gungeon and The Binding of Isaac, so some fantastic roguelites to draw inspiration from, and should be a great one based on the action in the trailer. Curious about the all-important meta progression system, if there is one, but I do have high hopes for this. While zombies have been done to the death, the original Dead Edge was a pretty well received turn-based RPG with permadeath, and the sequel, Dead Edge 2, looks to carry on from there. While graphics are not the strong suits of this developer, the combination of Darkest Dungeon-inspired turn-based combat, permadeath, base building, a faction reputation system, and even multiple endings does make this something of interest. I did dabble a little bit in the original, and I did like what I saw, so one to check out if you're not sick of zombies at the moment.
Union City. I'd been away so long. Now I was back. The city looked different, beautiful, peaceful, happy.
The sequel to the classic adventure game Beneath a Steel Sky is titled Beyond a Steel Sky and releases 26 years after the original, but still features some of the same creative minds. Let's see how they bring this series into today's gaming landscape.
What's happened, Foster? Where's my son?
And nothing in this city was what it seemed. Luckily, I wasn't alone for long.
Foster! What the hell kept you?
Together, we tracked the missing kid. A trail that led to the true darkness at the heart of Union City.
A great looking pixel art action title this week is Radical Rabbit Stew, crafted from an action-adventure game perspective where you need to solve puzzles, fight bosses, and ultimately defeat a bunch of nasty rabbits. There's local multiplayer support as well, so unleash your inner Elmer Fudd in this. Modest Hero caught my eye due to the art style, and is a narrative adventure game set during the French Revolution, where you play as the titular Modest Hero, who has been captured and is being tried for the killing of a general. It explores his hopes for the future through revolution, and could be quite apt right now with some food for thought. Just a quick note, if you are new here and enjoyed the video so far, be sure to subscribe and check out the Discord channel while you are at it. Here's to more indie gaming coverage, so back to the video. Superhot Mind Control Delete is the third entry in the series and is supposed to be much larger in scale, with more mechanics, powers, characters, enemies, and perhaps even more meta-game meaning. Strangely enough, this was in some form of early access and is releasing in 1.0, with the developers giving out 2 million free copies of the game as long as you purchase the original before the 16th of July, which is tremendously generous of them. Hexagons are 7-sided geometric shapes, and of course, this game caught my eye, paying tribute to Terry Cabana's arcadey masterpiece Super Hexagon, while also managing to push it forward ever so slightly. The pulsing visuals, chiptune soundtrack, and overall mesmerizing presentation will be familiar, but this developer changes up the perspective, making it another level of challenge for players. Apps vs the Blood Queen had a successful Kickstarter campaign and comes to us from the developer that made the excellent multiplayer action game Killer Queen Black. It is built on the same engine with some of the same mechanics, which should be familiar, but this is a 2D platformer where you play as the shirtless drone hero Abs. An interesting exploration of ideas, the reuse of the engine enabled a quick turnaround for the team, but based on the chops making Killer Queen, this should be interesting at the very least. The super adorable Ooblets releases in early access this week and is a monster taming life sim title where you can grow a variety of cute critters named Ooblets and have them face off in dance battles. Character customization and player housing feature as well, and it just looks so charming with that Animal Crossing vibe. I do think that their statement over the EGS exclusivity was blown out of proportion, since such funding does take a huge load off the minds of indie developers, which is a notoriously taxing job with quite high stakes, so please understand and give this a look. Or don't, but there's no need to be rude about it.
Wake up, children. The ancient sun is rising again, blessing us with another beautiful day. To survive. Horrors of this war tear apart our souls, infecting us with fear and despair. We feel it all. How hungry we are for hope. How exhausted we are from constant struggle, and how tired we are to lose those who we love. But fear nothing, children. Our ancient bones will protect and provide. Standing on the edge of complete extinction, we strive for unity. And while our citizens suffer to get us through today, the best of humanity will forge our future. Volturi, heroes of Arx, blessed with our mark, will strike back. Decisively, they will crush our enemies, redeeming sins of the past and reclaiming our legacy. Yes, Today we are looking into oblivion, but with smiles, for we stand united and strong against our true enemy, against the moon.
I don't usually cover prologues and free demos in my top picks of the week since the core game isn't fully released, but when a game like Against the Moon comes along, it does get me to sit up and listen. This is a roguelite deck builder strategy game where you need to defend humanity's last stronghold against an army of monsters that spawned from the moon. It includes the first story chapter, but for looking very promising, it takes the #1 spot. To see more of the big picture, check out these awesome videos and I will see you after the jump.